Hey everyone, welcome to May's Lug Life. I'm May, and today I'm going to be doing a comparison video between three of Lug's most popular bags. Probably not most popular, but definitely in their top 10, I would imagine. Bags that Lug carries. These are the three of at least the most popular small bags. Anyways, how's that? So these guys here are kind of similar in size. They sort of have similar features in some cases, and there's a lot of similarities, just enough to confuse anybody who is not familiar with these bags or just entering the lug world. And I always see comments all over the place about comparing this thing to that thing and how much bigger and how much smaller and how can I fit this versus that. And I just kind of figured maybe it's time to do a video just to maybe try to address at least some of the questions that come up, and hopefully help anybody through any dilemmas they might be having as far as trying to decide which bags are going to be best suited to their needs. So stay tuned at the end of this video. I will include fact sheets for each of the bags that you see here. They're being pulled directly off of the website, so they'll have all of the features, all the exact measurements, and of all the different things about this bag, and hopefully that'll help you answer some of your questions. And if you have any questions at all, or if you have any more questions that I didn't answer in this video, please feel free to leave them below in the comments so that I can help you through whatever your dilemma may be. So if you have a very weird specific thing you're trying to fit into these bags, I can, if I have it or if I can find it, I will see if it'll fit and hopefully be able to answer that for you. So if you have any questions or comments at all that I can help you with, please feel free to put those in the comments and I will do my best to help you out. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to the three bags that you see here. So on the left you have the Roundabout 2 in Buffalo Check Red. There is a regular Roundabout, or Roundabout 1, I guess the original Roundabout. I don't have that. So before I go on, there are slight differences between the two. I just don't know what they are. I'll be honest with you, I feel like there's like a slight difference in size. I think the first Roundabout's a little smaller, if I'm not mistaken. And I think there's one feature that's a little bit different, or what one was added to this particular version versus the other one. I just can't remember. So if anybody remembers or knows what that is, feel free to put that in the comment below so that anybody else who's reading it can learn that as well, so that we all know. I just can't remember. I knew at one point, but I've sort of pushed it out of my brain because it's getting crowded in here, and I can only put really important things in my brain at this point. So that got pitched a long time ago. So anyway, that being said, I don't have the 1, but I do have the 2, so we'll talk about that one. This is the Coupe XL, and this is the regular original Coupe. So like I said, all three of these bags do have very similar features, but they're just different enough that I have all three of them. And I have more of him. So actually I have another one of these guys as well. Okay, anyway, so this is one of those situations where like, these bags are so popular and so cute. They've got the right size and the right feel. They come in so many amazing colors that usually you have one, you're probably going to buy another. So even if you have a Coupe, you're going to probably end up getting a Coupe XL. Or if you have one Coupe, you're probably going to buy 10 more because they come in so many amazing colors and you end up finding all these amazing uses for them and all these great things that you can wear them with. And so you end up buying other ones because they keep coming out with amazing prints and colors and it's just so hard to resist. So be careful. So once you have one of these in your collection, make room on your shelf or in your cupboard because there's probably more coming. Because yeah, I started out with one Coupe and I thought maybe I was gonna get 2 more at most. I think I have 8 of them. I have this in a VL and I have another one of these, and I came very close to getting a third one, but luckily it sold out before I had a chance to buy it. So I only have 2, but if they come out with new colors, I might be in big trouble. Okay, so let's talk about, I guess, the smallest one first and the most basic one, which is the Coupe. So this is Coupe in Floor Multi, which I don't think I mentioned. So this is the Coupe in Floor Multi, and this is the Coupe XL in the wine, I think. Is it wine or is it wine red? Wine red. Okay, so I still have the tag on that one. So anyways, let's go to this guy here because it's the most basic and it's probably the most popular of all three of these. And it's kind of more versatile just because there's not a whole lot to it. It's quite a basic bag. So it's very, very small. I don't have a big hand, But my hand, like I said, it's not huge, but it's a hand-sized bag. It really is a tiny little thing that you could put in your hand. It hangs really, really well, and it sits on your body really well. It can go inside your coat. It can go outside of a bag. You can use it as a bag in a bag. So you want to carry your essentials in here inside a larger tote. So just grab this whenever you need it. It's awesome. So, but I'm not going to talk too much about why I love the Coupe today, because I just want to compare. But just so you know kind of why it's so popular if you're new to Lug. And this is a really good entry sort of bag for anybody who's trying to get into Lug. It's good for all ages, all three of these, because they're small. So if you've got a young child, if you've got a teenager, you've got someone who's a lot older who can't carry a lot anymore, or if you've got someone who, you know, is more conservative, there's always conservative prints. You've got someone who's a lot more flashy. They come with, like, you know, big bright colors as well. So that's another reason why these guys are so popular. Okay, sorry, I'm digressing because I'm talking about coupes. It's really hard for me to stop. So, okay, let's go on a tour. So this one has 2 zippers, and they only pull from the one side. So they're not a middle zipper. They only come from the one side. There is 1 crossbody strap that it comes with. I think it's a 1-inch, and it just clips on the D-rings on the side with this little lobster claw that is really, really easy to use. And it is adjustable. So this is an adjustable bag. You just pull that little tab there. You can make it really, really long, or you can make it really, really short. So it does come with a strap. And it is just the first one here at the front, just a little pouch. There's nothing in it. It's just a pocket, no organization whatsoever. And the back pocket has 1 privacy zip pocket in the back, and it goes down as deep as the bottom of the bag, but it's a shallow one because it starts pretty low. And then on the other side, there is 1 clear view card pocket. And you actually can put a bunch of cards in there. I've got some business cards in there, and I have a few. But look at that. I definitely have room. So you can put your, like, bank card, your credit card, your ID, maybe one other, like, loyalty card or whatever it is, membership card. And that can be where your cards live. And then you still have room for other things like your keys and your phone and all that. So yeah, so the only organization is in the back pocket, and there's just a clear view pocket for your cards, and then 1 zipper pocket in the back. And then the very back has, what is really, really awesome about these bags is that they have a little belt loop, so you can either throw the strap through here and use it as a belt bag using the strap, or if you happen to have a belt of your own already, you can just lace it through your belt and wear that without having to add an extra thing, so that it maybe matches your outfit better or whatever it is. So anyway, so that is sort of the general sort of overview of this particular bag. So it's really basic. There's not a whole lot going on with it. They do actually have as well little zipper pulls on it. So it's kind of cute. It's not just the metal. And there are 2 D-rings on the side here. And that's where you would hook your strap. Or if you happen to already have like a wristlet strap that you want to from a different bag or a different wallet you want to clip on, you can clip on that, and then you can use this as a wristlet bag as well. And like I think I mentioned earlier, a lot of people use this as a bag in a bag, so they put all their essentials in here. They put in a larger tote that stays in the car or stays at their desk, and this is the bag they take out to lunch to buy their lunch or go for coffee or whatever it is. And so your wallet, your keys, your phone, you know, your lipstick, whatever it is, goes in there, and then you've got everything that you need, but all your bigger stuff stays elsewhere. So that's the Coupe. The Coupe XL is also pretty basic, so it has the same idea. So you've got your 2 zippers that come from the one side with a little zipper pull. It's got the 2 sections. It also is a convertible bag, so you can turn it into a belt bag, or you can wear it with the crossbody strap that comes with it, which is also adjustable and has the same little lobster claws that hook onto the same D-rings on this side. I don't know if you can see that. So it is a tiny bit larger, so it's a little bit longer. So I'm just going to put that down so you can see it. I hope you can see it. What's the best way to do this? It's sort of sliding off there. It's a little bit, hope I can show you that. It's a little bit longer, so like width-wise, it's a little bit longer there by about maybe an inch. So if you want a little bit of length, because you've got a larger phone, or you're holding like a hairbrush in there, or something longer, like your makeup brushes or something, it's got a little bit more length, but it still has one front pouch with no organization. It's just a little pouch with a zipper. And then the back one, actually, in the XL, so it does also have the privacy zip pocket, which goes to the bottom as well. It's a tiny little bit wider because it's a wider bag. And then it has card slots. So it actually has a built-in wallet on the XLs. So the XL here has 4 card slots on this side, 4 card slots on the other, and then there's a bill sort of slot in the back for your receipts or your cash, like your paper bills, or anything else you want to slide in there. So it's a little bit more organization in the XL than in the regular coupe, but it still has the same compartments. The front one really has no organization at all, so you can just throw anything you want in there. Lots of flexibility. One little zipper pocket in the back for privacy. Still has the 2 D-rings. And it also has the ability to be a crossbody or a belt bag. So, and by the way, if you happen to find the VL XL, so this comes in a VL as well, meaning vegan leather. So there is a VL that comes in that size in the XL. And I think there's a VL in this as well. The features are the same on the inside, but there is a VL SE, which is a special edition that they did. There was a very limited number of them, and just be aware, because that one does not have the built-in wallet on the inside. It's exactly the same layout as this one, but it happens to have it's just a vegan leather. So just so you know, there are some differences there between some of the different versions. Okay, let's talk about the Roundabout. So this is the Roundabout 2. As I mentioned, there is a regular Roundabout, some slight differences, but I can't remember what they are, so I'm just going to talk about this one today. So this is the Roundabout 2. Also has the ability to be a belt bag, and it does come with an adjustable strap. I don't have it here, but it's elsewhere. But it also comes with a wristlet strap, which I can't find right now. I'm actually a little bit worried because when I went to look for it, I don't know where it went. I'm very upset because I really, really need this to have a wristlet strap. So anyways, it comes with a wristlet strap, and it also comes with, and if you're not sure what the wristlet strap looks like, it's similar to this. So it also has a detachable lobster claw on it, so you can take it on or off, and it just attaches to the D-ring that you find on the side, and it's just, yeah, it's a wristlet strap. So it's pretty basic, but it matches that. I just can't find it, and I'm a little bit worried now. Okay, so anyway, so it does come with an adjustable a crossbody strap, and it comes with the wristlet strap. So that's the one great thing about the Roundabout. Now the Roundabout is different from the other two because it has tons of organization. So these two here are basically just 2 zipper pouches with a little bit of organization in this one, and even less in the coupe. So this one has pockets galore and organization galore, but as far as the length and the width, they're the exact same size as the Coupe XL. So if you look at them from a glance, they're the exact same size. But you can see that the Roundabout is a little bit thicker, like it's got a little bit more depth because it has a million more pockets and a lot more stuff in it. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean now. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour. So right off the bat, there is a zipper pocket in the front, which is fleece lined, so you can put your phone in there, or your readers, your glasses, your sunglasses. So that's right out the front, and it has a little bit of its own gusset, so that already gives you a little bit of extra sort of girth. Then you have the next pocket in, which actually has two zippers that opens from the middle, which is really, really, really nice to be able to do, because then you can really open it up wide. And this is your wallet part. So you've got your bill slot in the back. You've got 4 card slots on the one side, 4 card slots on the other for your cards, your credit cards, and there's more card slots here. There's 4 more on this side, and then there's one clear view pocket for card. Hang on, I'm going to show you if I can put my fingers in there. Right there. So you can put your ID in there or something like that. You can easily pull out. So there's a clear view on that side, more card slots there. And then in the middle, there's a little zipper pouch. I like to put my change in there, but if there's something else you want to keep more safe, you can put that in there because it's buried inside the wallet. And then in the back here, there's another little sort of space that you can put stuff there, and it goes all the way down. And then there's another little cargo pouch back here, and it's fleece lined on the one side. So you could put your sunglasses on the outside, your readers on the inside, your glasses on the one side, put your phone on the inside, however you want to work that, but there is a little bit of that fleece lining so it doesn't scratch whatever it is that you've got in there. So that's that section. And the other cool thing, because it opens all the way down, it has this little drawbridge opening, so you can actually open it really, really wide and not have anything fall out of it. So already, that's 2 pockets in the front as far as organization. That's different from the other ones. And this is kind of where the magic happens. So back here, again, you've only got the one zipper that goes all the way around, but you've got that drawbridge opening. But if you can see, it's plastic covered. So you can see that shine. It's completely covered in plastic. And when you go inside, ta-da! It's completely covered in plastic. This is where people would put their makeup. So if you're carrying your makeup with you as well, this has 4 little elasticized slots. So you can put your brushes, your lipstick, you can put pens in there. You know, your charger, if it's like a charger cord. I just got a little spray bottle in there. And then on the back here, there is one mesh pocket, and it's got plastic on the back. So if you spill anything in here, I don't know if you can see, it's mesh there. Let's see if I can put this in there so you can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, so it's got a mesh front there. So it's breathable, so you can put, I guess, sponges in there if you want, or anything like, you know, anything that you want to have a little bit more breathability for. But it is wipeable. So everything in this section is wipeable because everything is plastic covered. So that's why this is a lot thicker, because it's got a lot more sort of space to put more stuff, and it's got a lot of organization. And there's one more little slip pocket in the back as well. No magnetic snap. It's just to be able to slide a few things in if you want, or if you're in a hurry, you want to throw your phone in there really quickly when you're in a rush, so you always know where it is. So that is the difference between all 3 of these bags. They're really similar in size as far as, you know, like I said, these 2 are identical as far as length and width. These 2 are very, very similar in thickness. Hope you can see that. And they have very similar shapes. They're convertible. They're considered the convertible bags, meaning they can be crossbody. They can be worn. Well, this one can be a wristlet. It comes with a wristlet. These ones do not. At least not yet. Maybe they will one day, but right now they don't. But you could, if you happen to have a wristlet from another bag or another wallet, you could put it on any of these, and then it would function the same way as this one. Like I said, so they all can be converted into a belt bag. They can be worn crossbody, or they can be wristlet if you happen to have a wristlet strap. Or they can be a bag in a bag. So if you want extra organization in your larger bag and you want to carry all your essentials in one, this can go inside your tote or inside your backpack. And this is what comes out when you're just running to the store. Or if you just want to run and get a coffee, then you've got everything that you possibly could want. Or if you're really just traveling light that day and you just don't want to carry a lot and you want to go out for coffee with someone, and you don't want to carry everything because you're just going around the corner, awesome way to go. So I hope that helps as far as like the size of it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting wallets into all of these, because I am the kind of person who likes to have a wallet. So if you like to carry wallets, then I can sort of show you which wallets fit into which. Now, because neither of these, well, this one doesn't have any organization whatsoever. You really can't put anything into it. This has a little bit of a built-in wallet. It's not enough for me, but if that's enough for you, that's great. But if you want a little bit more organization, like you want to be able to carry like change and things like that, then you might need another wallet for that. This one does definitely come with a full wallet with a place you could even put your cash and your change. So maybe this is a bit redundant, but again, I personally like to carry a wallet because this is the kind of bag that I would only carry some of the time, and then I would take my whole wallet, take it out, put it in my main bag. But sometimes I want to just travel light, so I would just throw my wallet into here so I have a smaller bag to carry, because that's just how I roll. That's just me. I prefer to carry bigger bags because I carry a lot of crap. But once in a while, I just want to like run, to a farmer's market. I don't want to lug my whole thing with me, so I will throw my wallet in here, my hand sanitizer, and my basics, and then run out. And because I know that the car's around the corner, or if I happen to have a car that day, then I will. I'll carry something like this. Or if I'm going around the corner to pick up groceries because I just want to pick up like 4 things, I'll take something like this. Okay, so let's look at the wallets. So as far as this guy, I'm going to go with this one because more of the wallets will fit into the larger ones. But I just want to show you, this is the Metro. So I'm just going to push these out of the way for a second. So this is the main coupe. This is the little Metro ID pouch. If you're wondering, obviously it'll fit, oh sorry, this is the wrong zipper. It'll fit into the main compartment for sure, but if you want that extra, so this is RFID protected on the main zipper part, not in the clear view. So if you're putting your credit cards or whatever it is in here, they are protected. Just so you know, the coupes are not RFID protected. At least this one is not, like the actual small coupe. Let me just double check and see if this one is. I feel like it must be because it's got a built-in wallet, but you can tell when it has a little tab. Yes, okay, this one does, which I don't know if you can see that. So if it has a little black tab, oh, I'm gonna have to turn this inside out, that actually says RFID. Can you see that? If there's a little tag somewhere in the wallet and it has RFID, you know, or in your bag, you know that that section is RFID protected. So if you're trying to look for RFID protection, you do have it in the Coupe XL where the card slots are, but you don't have it in the front. So you don't put your cards in there if you don't want your stuff getting messed with. And same with the Roundabout, it will have it in the wallet section, but it won't have it in the back. So it will have something here. I know for sure because I actually have looked. So somewhere in here there's a little tag that says RFID. But the little coupe guy has none. So if you're looking to carry like cards in here and you want protection, you're going to have to put it in a different wallet. So I have definitely put it into the Metro. And if you're looking for a safe place to hide it, because it is a bit small and you want to keep it safe, just so you know, it actually, oops. So there's that privacy zip pocket in the back. It slips in there, but it doesn't really, hang on, it doesn't really zip closed. So it does sit there. So if you just want it sort of there and out of the way, it goes in, but you can't zip that pocket closed. But it does keep it sort of in its own little section. So if you're just using it as a slip pocket, just so you know where that little guy is at all times, and so it stays out of the way of the rest of the main compartment, then you can put that there. So just so you're aware how big that little pocket is, it's actually not very big at all. It doesn't even fit a Metro. Now, as far as small wallets, if you want to actually carry a true wallet, this is the Minuet. This is probably the smallest wallet that Lug makes next to the Metro. I don't really consider that a wallet. It's more of a ID pouch. But this one has RFID protection. All Lug wallets do. So anything you put in here will be safe. And it definitely fits into this bag. So there we go. And you can see it actually fits really nicely in there. It doesn't fit in the pouch. Nothing else fits in that pocket in the back, just so you know. Everything else is a little bit too big. I guess this one might, but it'll stick out even more than the other one. I wouldn't recommend it. I would probably just put it in on its own. So yeah, if you really wanted to keep it separate, you could, but why? Because it's actually quite big. Okay, so that's your Minuet. Now the Minuet is the same size, this like in every dimension, so widthwise and lengthwise, as the Handspring Mini. So if you happen to have the Handspring Mini with a little zipper that goes all the way around, it's the exact same size, so it'll easily fit into your coupe. And the other small wallet, if you want to fit, is the Splits. So this can get a bit chunky after a while, so if it's not too full, it'll very easily slip into any of those. But if it starts to get really full, like if you pack it with a gazillion cards, it's going to have a lot of trouble because it's not the widest of bags, so you might have trouble getting the zip shut, especially if you have other things in that same section. So just keep that in mind. I don't recommend using this, but if you happen to have one of these, just make sure that the rest of the coupe is empty before you start stuffing that in there. And then the other, where did I put it? Oh, there it is. So this is my tram, and this is the only other wallet that will, the only other wallet that will fit, the largest wallet rather, that will fit into a coupe, and I use this all the time. So this is what I take to the farmer's market in the summer. I will put all my stuff either in the tram or I'll put it in the Minuet, and there is how it fits, and it's a really good fit in there. So it's low enough that it'll zip shut, but it is just wide enough to perfectly fit in there in that one section. So there, so you can easily close that off, and it doesn't really add to the bulk too much. So that's pretty much the only sizes that will fit. Actually, no, hang on. There's where'd I put it? I don't know what happened to it. The Rodeo 2 will fit in there as well. I don't know what happened to it. I had it here and I seem to have lost it. But the Rodeo or the Rodeo 2 will fit in here as well, just so you know. So that's, to me, it's still one of the smaller wallets. I guess it's a little bit, it's more of a medium-sized wallet, but this is the larger of the medium size, and if that fits, the Rodeo and the Rodeo 2 will fit as well. Okay, so that's the coupe. That's the smallest bag. So let's talk about, so obviously all the small bags that we just talked about will fit into the Coupe XL. Because if it fits into the Coupe, it'll fit into the Coupe XL. But let's just see if the larger wallets will fit. So let's just put this guy in, because this is a flat wallet, but it's big. So just so you know, it's a little too tall to fit into the Coupe XL. So this is the Peekaboo pouch, the cell phone pouch. It's too tall, so you wouldn't be able to fit that in there. So that's a little too big. But let's just talk about, let's say, for example, the Tandem. Okay, so this is the Tandem Zip. It also is too tall, or too wide, I don't know how you want to call it. It's this big, so it doesn't really quite fit. You can sort of squeeze it in there, wrong section. You can squeeze it in there, but it's just a really tight fit, and I just don't know why you would do that. If you can see that there, it's just sitting on the edge, and this is empty, which means, you know, once you start putting cards in there, it gets really, really snug. So I wouldn't put that in there. That's sort of the largest wallet you can put in there. So if you really need to carry a wallet, because that's just what you want to do, the Tandem is probably the biggest wallet that will go into the Coupe XL, and therefore will also go into the Roundabout. But just be careful of the Roundabout, because the Roundabout, there's really nowhere you can easily put that, because it has all the organization. So it does sort of fit, but it doesn't really, it's actually a tighter fit than it is in there. I did try to go in there and close it, and you can, but why? It's got a built-in wallet. You can close this off, but if it's full, you're going to have a lot of trouble. So there we go. So it does fit, and that is the largest wallet that will fit into the Roundabout as well. So if you have the larger ones, there's absolutely no way, but why would you? If you're going to get into like the kick flip, just carry the kick flip. Don't worry about this one. This is no longer something that you need. Just carry this, or carry a large bag and have them both. So anyway, so that's what fits as far as wallets goes. For all three of those bags. So, there was one other thing I wanted to fit into it. I can't remember what it was. My brain's not working today. Anyway, so, I don't know. I guess that's it. There was one more thing I wanted to do, and I really can't remember what it is. So I'm not going to delay this anymore. But anyway, I hope that helps a little bit. If I think of something, I'll come back to it. But anyway, so those three are three of the most popular bags that Lug makes, and definitely three of the most sort of beloved bags, I think. I mean, anybody who's into Lug at all has at least one of these and loves it. I think I don't think I've really ever met anybody who doesn't like one of these in some way. So if you don't like the Coupe, you'll love the Roundabout. If you don't love the Roundabout, you'll love the Coupe. Because, you know, if you really love organization, you love having all those pockets, this has features galore. This is one of those really unique bags. It's so cool to Lug. It's so unique to Lug, rather, because it's got so many little things and so many little thoughtful features and little details that no one else has in any other bag I've ever seen in my life. So if you're really into that, get the Roundabout or the Roundabout 2. If you're just looking for something to throw all of your stuff into, if you're in a hurry, and you're just like, oh my god, I really need to run out to whatever and do whatever, I just got a few things, I'm just going to toss them in, the Coupes are the way to go, because there's lots of space in there, not a whole lot of organization. If you're just tossing a few things and you don't really need organization because you can see all those 4 things you got in there, then either of these is really good. If you like it really small, go smaller. If you like it a little bit longer, if you have a really long phone or you want to carry something bigger, the Coupe XL is the way to go. But if you really like to organize everything, you want to have everything has a home and you have time to organize it, because this does take time. You have to put everything in its slot. You have to sort of, know where everything is. And that's the one thing I would say about this bag is sometimes I forget where everything is and I forget which zipper is which. So I'm looking for the wallet, I'll open up the back one and go, oh, okay, that's where the makeup stuff is. And then if I'm looking for like my hand sanitizer, I'll open the wallet and go, oh, okay, that's not where it is. So sometimes I'm like opening zippers over and over, trying to figure out where I put the thing that I'm looking for. Whereas the Coupes, there's only 2 places. And once you kind of have a system, I usually put like my cell phone into the back pocket, and I'll put the wallet in the front. Just because I usually, like to have my phone up against me so I can feel it vibrating, and then the wallet on the outside, because then it's like free from getting caught on anything. And then I'll put like hand sanitizer and like, tampons, whatever it is that I need in the back privacy pocket, my keys in the privacy pocket, so that I know exactly where they are. They don't come flying out whenever I pull something out. So that's how I use those ones, if I do, use them in that way. And then the Roundabout, it's one of those things where I will pre-pack it. So I actually have used this for different purposes. It doesn't usually become the bag I use as a run around and toss stuff in bag. It's organized. So I will have my, cards all put in there. I will put my cash. I'll put my, my glasses or whatever it is. I will have my sanitizer and my charger and my cable or whatever all organized so that it's all in its place. So I have to be organized ahead of time in order for me to use this bag. I can't just toss things in here and run because then it's so beautifully organized and it's so tight because of all the organization that if you don't take advantage of all the features, it just becomes a really tight bag. And then you can't really access everything because it's really, really small and narrow because of all the different pockets and things. So that's kind of how I use mine. So I basically have one of these that I use as an office bag, meaning I have, like I said, my chargers, like all my tech stuff, all organized in those little elastic bands at the back. I've got cash. I've got my business cards. I have Post-it notes. I've got pens and markers, paper clips, all that stuff. So it's like a little office because it's got so many little pockets. So I just have that in a big tote bag, and that's my work bag. And so if I need office supplies when I'm on the road or if I'm in a different location, I have everything that I need in here and I know exactly where it is. So it's almost like a really, really awesome like pencil case. So that's what I've got that for. And then these guys, if I'm just running out somewhere, if I need more space, I grab this one. If I need less, I grab that one. And these guys work really well if you're trying to wear them underneath your coat. So if you've got a big winter coat and you don't want to wear it on the outside, you want to keep everything really, really close to you. These are really thin and small. They can be worn inside your coat and you'll still be able to zip it up. And I put on a lot of weight this whole year, this whole pandemic. And I was still able to zip up my coat even with one of these things in it. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I was. Okay, that was a long video. I'm really, really, really sorry. But talking about three bags and trying to kind of get into all the details, it ended up being longer. So I apologize for that. So if you stuck it out, thank you for sticking out to the very, very end. If you want to see the fact sheet, stay tuned for the end of this video. Again, if you have any comments, questions, if you have any inquiries as far as like, I want to know if this is going to fit or that's going to fit, please, please, please put those in the comments below. I will do my best to answer your questions to the best of my ability. And if anyone has any information that they want to share or their experiences about how they use these bags and why you love them so much, put those in the comments because I think a lot of people do want to know what these bags are all about and why everyone loves them so much. And I kind of feel like this is a fun place to share it. And I believe it was at 2020 that I think on the Facebook official page, the Coupe was declared the bag of the year or something like that. And there's like hashtag Coupe Nation. So this bag has a very, very, very dedicated following. You will definitely find people who have 10 or 20 of these. So if you're looking to get a brand new lug, you don't know where to start, I would start with the Coupe. You can't go wrong. If you really hate it, it becomes a really cool makeup bag or a really good organizing pouch. I think that was a coin that just fell out. If you really, really, really don't like it, you can give it to a little kid because it's a perfect size for a little child who is just sort of getting into their lug days. So, okay, I kind of went on. I'm so sorry. There we go. I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. So sorry it took forever. That's it. Questions, please let me know. Take care. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.